from line.
We did it. We're here. We are currently in the Lilycove. And now we need to take on Dawn. Fortunately, I don't think Dawn is... I think Dawn might be... No, Wally's technically more difficult, I believe, but... In Dawn's, I say, like, the second most difficult. I think, honestly, like, the main rival is the easiest of the three, but that's besides the point. I'm just saying, like, fortunately, I think there is a solid path for Dawn, so... Single battles generally shouldn't get me too worried unless I do terrible in prep, which has happened. See the Weather Institute. But this time, I'm not going to underestimate Akelio. Source trust. Okay, I want throw. It's like, what do I even want here? Yeah, I want throw. I love Tangrowth so much because he's just like a catch-all check to all physical attackers outside of like ones that have like ice or fire moves, and even then it can at least take a hit from them. And then regen's such a broken ability. Like running into like a difficult water, physical water type Pokemon, just throw a Tangrowth at it. Running into like a difficult any physical Pokemon that doesn't have like ways to hit you super effectively, throw a Tangrowth at it. It's pretty much, that is the catch-all answer. Alright, so first and foremost, I need to give you the citrus. I need to just give every Pokemon the correct items. You are holding Infernape Bite, so you're good. Mantine, I think I want to give Mantine. Yeah, Mantine gets the leftovers. Honestly, I don't think there's really like a super correct and wrong answer on who gets the leftovers between Mantine and Excadrill. But I think I want to do it this way. I think Excadrill getting citrus is good. Throw gets the expert belt. Throw only needs 2 moves, but like those 2 moves are able to hit most of Dawn's team for super effective damage, which I find a little funny. I had to find the expert belt in the PC, don't I? Oh yeah, I gave it to Seviper for a battle a little while back. Alright, you're bold, so you're good. You're adamant, so you are good. Cursula needs to be timid. You are calm, so you are good. Extra drill needs to be jolly. And throw needs to be careful. Now onto movesets. Knock off Wicked Drain. Actually, we'll start with Mega Infernape because he is the lead. So we need Overheat, which is like TM 100. I passed it at some point, didn't I? It's like, is it 50? Yeah, okay. Overheat, CC, Rock Slide, and Earthquake. No Mach Punch, which could be annoying for like the speed boosted Iron Boulder, but I think I should be okay with that nonetheless. Tangrowth needs hidden power again. Ugh. At least it's still ice. Alright, that's good. Throw needs guts. Throw needs Rock Slide. And Storm Throw. Sleep Talk. And Rest. I actually have no idea what TM number Rest is because I barely have ever used it. There we go, it's 44. Okay. And honestly, just with those two moves alone, Throw can hit most of Dawn's team super effectively. Alright, Mantine needs Scald and Ice Beam. And Wrist Knock Arena for the final two moves. Do I have Iron Head? If I have Iron Head, I'll teach it to... I don't know if I have Iron Head though. That might be a move I get from one of the Sinnoh leaders, which I haven't done yet. I've been avoiding them like the plague, pretty much. Though I do think I do definitely need to do some of them by some point. Because eject button would be huge. I haven't really needed eject button yet. Okay, I have Iron Head. Because I have found ways through, you know, beautiful brute force. If he learns Stone Edge. Or maybe like Ice Spinner. If you learn Ice Spinner, that'd be cool. No, he doesn't. I think I need to start teaching Ice Spinner. Like, especially when I have to like do battles that have terrain. Ice Spinner getting rid of terrain is huge. Why? I still don't understand that, but okay. Why Excadrill can't learn Stone Edge. Thanks, Pokemon. And you need Psychic as well. Currently weak armor, which is not good. I want you to be... not Perish Body. There we go, Unburden. I don't need to pre-damage. Oh, maybe a little. Do I? It might be the best thing to do. With Cursula, in case I get crit on the second hit of Aeroblast. Versus the Noivern. Like, I can pre-damage Cursula to the point where any hit of Aeroblast will bring me into citrus range. Honestly, I might do that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. See, where's the Toxicor? Main type can't fly, so we gotta fly manually. Alright, so what we're doing is we are looking for Pooch. Actually, I could have used Bunnelby, dang it. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, because Bunnelby you can just Shadow Ball, yeah. That's what I'll do, I'll Shadow Ball. I'll just Shadow Ball again. I need to do it one more time. Now we run. Do I have any antidotes? No. That's fine. Buy an antidote from you. For pre-damage stuff. $177, take 93. I want to hit 108. So 201 would be like the optimal. Though I guess like Dragon Pulse low roll would do 79 and Aeroblast high roll crit. Aeroblast, but would do 166. Honestly, I just have to hope he clicks. I don't see a reason why my opponent would ever click Dragon Pulse over Aeroblast outside of like a 50-50 chance. And mean, 108, so 201 would be like the best HP, so I'd be okay with where we're at. We just need a potion. So what I did with that is I just guaranteed that on Aeroblast, when switching in, Cursula will always proc the Citrus Berry. Aeroblast has a minimum of 93. I need to be at 108 HP for Citrus Berry to proc, so that is why I'm at 197. I actually want to check one more thing. Tanga is bug, okay, and you are... No, you're modest. I need to make you bold. Good catch. There you go. So the thing is, we have to face Dawn before we can get access to the egg moves, which the egg moves would be pretty nice for some Pokemon. I think like Tentacruel and Mantine specifically, just to do access to Haze. And I think Haze is actually pretty big for some upcoming opponents, so having access to that would be great. Alright, Dawn, let's go. I saved and everything, yep. Alright. Let's go over the team here real quick. Oh, forgot the Cursula. So they're going to fake out here, which is fine. Since I outspeed always, and I can close combat. And since I had Earthquake and Rock Slide, they were too afraid to switch into anything else. They go Chandelier, because I'm not able to OHKO with Earthquake. And with Chandelier, her. They are either going to click Psychic or Shadow Ball. And since I have Earthquake, Earthquake does not take out Chandelier, I don't believe. Yeah, Earthquake does not take out Chandelier. Well, it can like 18% of the time. That's not really rules I'm willing to take. So what we do is we go into Mantine. I think we Aqua Ring in case they don't want to stay in. We Roost once. And now we Scald. We Scald again. If I'm correct, they want to click Fighting move here. I mean, not Fighting move, Rock move versus Mantine. Yeah, Mighty Cleave is the selection here. So we go Tangrowth. And we could Giga Drain. And now we are out of range of a crit Mega Horn, and we could just Giga Drain again. Versus Empoleon, we have a throw built specifically to handle this Empoleon, which I always find hilarious. Because they get Toxic here, which is fine because I'm Guts. And I can use that for a little bit before I rest up and then start Sleep Talking. They can also Flash Cannon. If they do get the drop, I do have to be a little bit cautious. But we just Storm Throw. They notice that I'm Guts, so they don't want to click Toxic versus me. Which I understand, of course. But this didn't do a lot. There's the Toxic. Okay, now I'm Guts activated. I'm curious, would... I think I need a rest. I think rest is my best play. Yeah, because I don't want to be too low when Noivern comes in, because that can trigger any move. So I need to be like at good health so that I can force the Noivern to click Aeroblast versus me. Please hit. Rock Slide? Yeah, that works. Whatever takes out the Empoleon. Please go into Noivern. Thank you. Noivern should see Aeroblast here and only Aeroblast. Yeah, because Aeroblast has the chance to take me out, so I go into my Unburden, Timid Nature, Cursula with some pre-damage so that Aeroblast always brings me below 50%. There it is. And since I'm Timid Nature and Unburden boosted, I will always outspeed and take out Noivern with Ice Beam. Okay, Meowscarada is going to click Knockoff here because that is the thing that takes out my Cursula. So we can go into Mega Infernape. Oh, they click Flower Trick. Could that also take out Cursula from where I was at? Yeah, it could have. Okay, that makes sense then. They are grass type only right now. They do not have access to any priority moves. Mega Infernape outspeeds naturally and takes him out with Overheat. Down goes Meowscarada. And there's Dawn. In Assault Vest, which I think Assault Vest is also pretty big. Like, Assault Vest makes Tangrowth amazing. I think that's the first time I've ever used pre-damage, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, fun fact, this is the only way to get Lumberries in this game, is this guy right here, and it's a random chance. So let's hope for Lum. That is not Lum. Alright, well, we'll just have to visit him again later. You can technically reset him over and over again if you'd like, but I feel that's a little cheesy. So I'd just rather not. I know like where a bunch of like random hidden items are, but none of them are worth. My hidden item knowledge is not helpful. I'm struggling today. A part of me just wants to answer contests instead. I'll just become a contest streamer. Screw Nuzlocking the game. I just want a contest. Let's see. Whalmer, Tatsugiri, I don't think... A Storm Drain Tatsugiri can be useful. But also, like, you get, like, a pretty high chance of getting Whale Lord. So it's not exactly worth. If I fish, I get Barraskewda. Yeah, wait, there's a 91% chance for Whalmer or Whale Lord if I surf. That's not worth. And I can't like just pull a dragon type with like any like cheesy ability, overworld ability, so we fish. And we are fishing for Arrokuda. I don't think it matters because I already have a Seismitoad, so that would just be duped, so honestly, I think I'll just Old Rod it because it'll be the easiest to catch. I always name my Arrokuda and Barraskewda's Heart because of Heart Song Barracuda. I think it's a cool song, so I just like naming everything. And like since Barraskewda is based off of a Barracuda, I think it's just a cool little thing to name it. I'm boring, okay? I don't even know what I want from the Safari Zone. I'll have to like do some research on that. But for Lilycove, we got Barraskewda. Which is like, hey, if there's any rain, and I was like, realize I can't set my own rain, so I don't know if I'm ever going to see rain again. But you know, He's there just in case. I think Propeller Tail could also be useful. Can it, though? I think Propeller Tail is like Snipe Shot where it ignores redirection, if I remember correctly. I don't play VGC as often, so like I am not as like well versed on VGC abilities. Yeah, they ignore redirection. Now my question is, does Storm Drain and Sap Sipper count as redirection and like Lightning Rod and stuff? I think the most important one is Storm Drain because, you know, I'm a water type, but... Did they buff this Pokemon at all? I mean, it's already pretty strong with Swift Swim. So I don't really know if they need to buff it, per se. I don't think it needs a buff, but hey. In case, you know. Just in case they buffed it. Alright. I can't do... I can't do Aqua Hideout until I go to... What's its place? Until I trigger the event in Slateport. But I do want to do... Ah, crap. What does Excelgor know? Bug Buzz and Final Gambit. Of course it knows Final Gambit, because why not? I mean, I have a check for it, but... Okay, I do want to update the frag counter as well, I forgot to do that. See, I know Mega Infernape got 2. Tangrowth got 1. Thoreau got 1. Cursula got 1 and Mantine got 1. What did I take out with Glaring Corsola? I don't remember. Mantine got his first frag, let's go. It was against a Chandelure. A Chandelier. Alright, Safari Zone. Oh wait, Horizon has its own tab. Yay. I could guarantee a Starmie if I want Starmie. I can also guarantee a Milotic, but I don't think Milotic is that great. No offense to Milotic. I can go for Duraludon. Oh, but there's also Noivern, which is really good in the same area. Same patch. But Steel Dragon is such a cool typing. But Noivern is just such a good Pokemon. Ugh. I could... I don't know if I have a Harvest Pokemon. I don't remember if I have a Harvest Pokemon or not. If I do, then I could go for... I could try baiting an Ogerpon. But I don't know if I want Ogerpon to be my legendary. Late Kilowattrel? I think Kilowattrel falls off a little bit at this point. I know they gave Delibird Aerialate, which makes it kind of usable, but it's still a Delibird, so I don't really want that. I think Zone North may be like my best encounter list. Because like, what? Noivern is great. Mienshao isn't terrible with regen plus U-turn and stuff and Fake Out. Shiinotic isn't the worst because of Spore. Toadscroll's amazing because of Spore. Gothorita isn't good. Neither is Lilligant. I already got Togekiss. Snorlax is really cool. And then there's Duraludon and Okidogi. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for North Zone. Because I think, like, of the Pokemon there, I think it's, like, could be very helpful. And then there's Donphan, which, honestly, I don't hate Donphan. Actually, we'll use Throw over Infernape because Throw is bulkier. Oh wait, I need to bring Colossal then, because Colossal can bait burns. Use him over Excadrill. It's Zone North we're looking for. Here we go, this is the zone we want. Alright, with Magnet Pole, Beldum, we have a 50% shot. Oh, a little over 50% technically. Is like a 50.5% shot for Duraludon. Because I think Duraludon's the only steel type in this grass. And then it will, if I don't get Duraludon, if I don't get the 50% chance for Duraludon, it'll do a normal roll, and I have a 1% Duraludon in that roll. Yeah, so I have a 50.5% chance for Duraludon, and then, like, you know, let's go. Oh, wait. Alright, we just ball. We ball. He's not fleeing, we ball. Let's go. We get these. I'll name it Golden Gate. Because it's a Archaludon is a bridge. Let's go Beldum. Good job, Beldum. You finally got... After missing out on so many good steel types, like... Honestly, if I got Hisuian Gudra, I would have just gone for like a different Pokemon in the Safari Zone, but since I didn't, I'm glad I got Duraludon as the backup. It's funny that like I am not using Metagross specifically because Beldum is my only Magnet Pull Pokemon. I think like next attempt would be I would definitely go for a Alolan Golem on the route north of Mauville. Because I think you can guarantee it with Rock Smash. No, you can't. It's a 91% chance though, so it's like it's almost guaranteed. But you know, we take those. Alright, now we need to go to Slateport. You know, as a kid, it took me forever to know what was next after Mount Pyre. Like, I saw them. Like, I remember I would pass through Slateport, like, more than once. I would see, like, all that crowd standing there. I wouldn't even think about talking to them. I would just walk by. I would, like... And then, like, I think I finally just talked to them on a whim. And it triggered this. And I was, like, I felt so dumb. But, like, so excited that the story was moving on. I think, what? I was, like, what? How old was I when I played this? When I played Emerald? 9? 10? I think it was Christmas of 06. Right? Had to be. I got Fire Red for my birthday of 06, and then I got Emerald for Christmas of 06. I think that's what happened. So I was 9. Either way, just dated myself there. But, yeah, I got Emerald. And there were 2 different parts I remember I got stuck on forever. So the first part was when you go above Slateport City, and you're like supposed to take the winding route underneath the cycling road to get to Mauville. I thought that like the cycling road was like a wall. I couldn't like walk under it or whatever. So I was like, where am I supposed to go? So I spent, not kidding, 3 months trying to figure that out. And then my brother's like, you can walk. My brother's like, wait, I just discovered you can walk under this. So we finally moved on. But I just find that so hilarious from my childhood, like how dumb I was in these games. Like I didn't know better. Like internet wasn't really like a huge thing at that point, so I couldn't just like look up all the answers online or whatnot. Like YouTube was just like a fledgling idea. So I couldn't just find the answers online. And then of course it was the whole entire like this thing of like the crowds here. I didn't know I had to go back to Slateport after Mount Pyre and talk to them, but yeah, I just know I got stuck there too. So those like the 2 spots I got stuck in. Oh, and also hunting for Sootopolis City took me forever as well. That's because I didn't know you needed to dive and then like enter a certain spot and then like re-emerge. I just found that on like blind luck because I like growing up I liked exploring the areas, like exploring the map, whatever, like doing like, oh, there's a dive spot here. I wonder what it leads to. Kid brain when it like plays Pokemon and stuff, he just wants to explore everywhere. So I don't think that was as bad as the first two, but it definitely did take a little bit for me to get to Sootopolis. Like I miss those times when I was like a young kid and like trying to figure out the game or whatever, and not like looking it up online or like looking up a type chart, just just figuring out, not looking at like what type each Pokemon is, just like assuming based on like what it looked like, and then if I caught one, I would know at that point, type of thing. And take me back. All right, how do I get Archaludon? Nope. Like newer Pokemon, I don't know their evolution methods. They get a little weird after like Gen 7 or Gen 6 because that's when Inkay was introduced. Level 50. When does Archaludon learn Steel Beam? Does it get Steel Beam? Please? I don't think Archaludon gets Steel Beam. It does get Draco Meteor though. Does Duraludon learn Steel Beam? And I just keep it on upon leveling up. I'm looking at TMs. I don't want to look at TMs. I want to look at level up moveset. No, it's practically the same moves. Is Steel Beam like a TM? No, it's not. Ah, that's why. So like the only thing Archaludon can really do is spam Draco. Yeah, no Pokemon learns Steel Beam. Huh, I wonder why. The move is kind of powerful, especially when there's like a crap ton like Magic Card and now like Magic Guard and now like Bad Company. You kind of have to take the move away. I understand. Unfortunately, I don't think Archaludon. Like, I don't think I get Draco Meteor until, like, I think Elite Four area. Or do I get it after Drake? It may be after Drake. Electro Shot. I like Electro Shot over Meteor Beam. I'm curious then, when do you get Draco? I want to say it's after Drake. No, it's Evergrande City. Ah, that's even further away. Dang. So I don't get Draco Meteor or Chalodon until Elite Four. Is our Chalodon an Elite Four mon now? Hmm. I mean, it could be. Who knows? Do I even make it that far? Who knows? I am so mad I have an Arboliva. I don't think that mon's gonna do me any good. Because Seed Sower I can't use. I'm happy with Kingler though, because like Mega Kingler isn't bad. Steel Water typing, really high like defense and attack. Really bad special defense, but we don't talk about that. Access to Sheer Force, I think, when it evolves. I mean, Mega evolves. And it learns Meteor Mash, which, you know, can miss, unfortunately. Honestly, I think Ironhead might be a little better than Meteor Mash, just because Ironhead can't miss. And I'm Sheer Force anyway, so I'm not, like, baiting for attack boosts. Oh, it's Tough Claws, not Sheer Force. No, it's Sheer Force hidden ability, and then a Mega evolves into Tough Claws. Okay, that makes a difference. Hmm. I still want to teach it Liquidation, though. And we'll give it Ironhead as well, like, over Slam. There, I can have, like, dual stab on everything. Like, double dual stab type of thing. Let's add our Chaldon to the frag tracker. I have added Arboliva. Yeah, I have. Okay. Alright. I think what I want to do is I want to bring Scizor. Mantine's good, Tangrowth is good. I don't want to bring you. I think Glowbro ain't bad to bring. Do I want to bring Mana Buzz? I might want to bring Mana Buzz. Clodsire also ain't bad. I think I'll bring Mana Buzz for now, though. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm not going to take on the Aqua admin. Instead, I'm going to get the encounter. I'm pretty sure I can get the encounter at least. I'm pretty sure it's a different area technically. Let's actually like remove all items as well. I can use some of these later. I keep Light Ball because like Pikachu's the only one who's gonna use it. Same thing with Inferno Bite. And I'll keep Everstone because like I don't want to try to remember to put that back on Beldum. So here's the plan. What we're going to do is we're going to go through Aqua Hideout, but we're not going to take on the admin. And we're just going to get the encounter. And once we do that, we'll fly back to Mauville, and we'll get the encounter in there as well. In the underground Mauville. What am I even doing? Oh, I was gonna look up the boss battles. I have to double check, make sure like next boss battle for Team Aqua is just the yeah, there's only one Aqua Hideout boss battle and it's Archie. Okay, it's not even admin, it's just Archie. I forgot they changed that. See, what's great is Tangrowth can take on Mega Sharpedo rather well. Iron Bundle has access to Freeze Dry, which makes it an issue. I'll have to figure out the Iron Bundle later. That might just be like Electric type with Assault Vest. Poliwrath just can't touch Jellicent. Electros is scary. But it's Levitate and not the scary ability. And honestly, I'm pretty sure Clodsire can handle it. Bastion Legion can also prove to be a difficulty, so I'll need to prep for that. No Overquill. Overquill as well. Unironically, I might need to bring like a... like Tentacruel, I think, just to get rid of T-Spikes. We'll worry all about that later. It's a later me issue. No? Right, do you have damp? That's, I think, the biggest thing. Oh, no, he has Poison Touch. Do I have any Pokemon that has damp? That's actually really important. If not, we may just need to switch over to bringing in... Why does Seadra get damp? Why does Kingdra get damp? What? And Jellicent. Okay, I have damp. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll bring Kingdra with damp. There we go. Stay in the ball. Alright, we got the Master Ball. Worry about Archie on a different day. You'll lead Seismitoad. I had to double check to make sure that the electrode that I caught says Aqua Hideout. Yep, there we go. And now that we have electrode, we don't have to worry about running into it here. Honestly, I think static pulling it may still be like the best option. Because I really don't want Minccino or Porygon or Trubbish. So I think static pulling and then having the 1, 2, 3, 1 in 6 chance for Rotom. Since I already have an electrode, I think static pulling may be the best chance, my best odds for getting a Pokemon I like. I don't want Pink Urchin. Togedemaru ain't bad. I don't want Dedenne. I don't really want Bolton, though it isn't terrible because he does hit kind of hard. I wouldn't care too much for Bellibolt, but at the same time, I wouldn't be like very disappointed by it. I want Rotom. I think Rotom is like the big one I want. So, with my only electric type being a Pikachu, we are going to try and bait with static an electric type that I want. We got a Trubbish. That's just bad in general. I don't think Garbodor is that good. How? How? Like the odds of getting a Trubbish out of all this, it's like it's half of like 10%, is it? Like is it 5%? Is it less than that? I don't remember what the odds to pull a Trubbish. I had so many better options. Why is my electric type Pikachu only? This game wants me to beat it with only Pikachu. Yeah, a 2.5% chance to get Trubbish. 2.5%. I had better odds for all the electric types in there. As well as like Minccino or Porygon. Like I would have been mad about Minccino, not gonna lie, but Porygon wasn't been the like end of the world. This game doesn't like me. Good night, Reggie Alecki. I'm a little mad about that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little downtrodden. Zero's down bad. I got close combat. Yay. Woo. Alright. With that terrible encounter, we are going to... Well, wait. I don't just have Pikachu now. I have Electrode. I have an Electrode. Can't forget about Electrode. I did just catch an Electrode. We have an Electrode. With that, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch y'all. Next time we'll take on Archie into the Sun route. Oh, the Sun route's gonna be annoying. I think the Sun route is like the second toughest route after Sand. And Sand is only bad because of the double battle at the end of it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.